Okay, so I think we are live. Yes, okay,
Okay.
so we're live on Facebook now. Okay, excellent. Okay, so happy Friday, everyone. Coach Laura here. Today I am doing a client interview with my lovely client Cecilia. So welcome, Cecilia.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, so first of all, Cecilia, please introduce yourself and tell us what you do for a living, a little about you and what you do for a living, please.
Okay, so I am 37 years old and I have three kids, 12, 9, and 5. And I am in the Army currently, and I have been in the Army for about 16 years now. So it's completely almost at my retirement. So exciting.
Wow, that's amazing. So do you retire really young then?
Yes, I will retire at 41.
Amazing. Oh, that
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
really, really cool. Well, obviously you've earned that as well, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
excellent. Okay, so thank you for sharing that. So would you like to explain to everybody watching where your health was prior to joining our program?
So I would say growing up, I was involved in dance. I did dance for many, many years. And then I joined the Army, which obviously is a very physically demanding job. But as I grew and got promotions, my job became more sedentary. But I was, still required to do a lot of the same physical activity, but during the day I was not moving as much. And I could tell, and I felt kind of sluggish, tired, and didn't feel um, like I was giving everything that I could, like for my kids and even for the soldiers that I work with every day. And I just didn't feel my top, my best, or even half of my best. So I was just kind of like, oh, let me just get some fast food here. It's very quick, or breakfast was the only thing that I planned, but everything else after that was very, oh no, I have to, like, it's something new. Like every day I have to get something to eat, and it's a wild concept. So a lot of the times it was just something that was quick, easy to do, and I could continue on with my day. I wasn't taking care of my health at all, and I knew I needed to.
Mhm. And how would you say that your health was affecting your life as a whole?
Oh gosh, I didn't want to do much because I couldn't. The soldiers would ask me to do something, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll meet you there in a little bit, and I'd meet them there, but knowing that I had little time left, or the kids would want to go out to play or something, and I would be there, but I wouldn't be interacting with them. I would just kind of be hanging out watching them, which the kids are okay with that, but I wasn't. So I think it had me just kind of in the back, just watching everything happen rather than being involved. So yeah, as a whole, I think I just wanted to be more involved and more active with what's going on around me.
Excellent. Okay, so thank you for sharing that. So
Hmm.
Cecilia, what would you say has changed in your life and your health as a result of joining our program?
Wow. Honestly, I feel like so much has changed for me being in this program, because now it's such a conscious effort to do things to make myself better. So for example, like something we do every day is our meals, right? And we have to eat every day to sustain ourselves. And now it's more of like, okay, is this going to be good for my body, rather than I need to eat because it's time. So I feel like it's improved my mindset, um, and definitely my activity level. I feel better even without really thinking about what I'm doing. I notice that I'll get up more and I'll do more things, even around the house, like picking up stuff, or doing more with the kids. So it's the mindset change to doing what the program is offering us and showing us, things start falling in line without even recognizing it. It'll be like a few weeks and then I'm like, wow, even the house is picked up more, or the house is cleaner, because instead of being like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, little mindset like that changed, so much. And that was a big thing that I saw, maybe a month in. I was like, wow, look at, like, I didn't have to all Saturday stay up cleaning, because throughout the week I had the energy to do things throughout the week.
Yeah. And
So
would you say that your
big...
kids, have your kids noticed the change in you?
Oh, yes, all the time. Now they're always constantly, like I had spoken to you about this prior, I'll tell them, oh, we'll go for a walk, or we'll do, and they definitely will hold me to it.
Yeah.
Because they will make sure, can we go on our walk? Can we go on our walk? Can we go on our walk all day? And I'm like, okay, let's just go, guys.
Yeah, I love
But
that.
yeah, and they're excited, and they realize that we'll do it more often. So sometimes they would ask, and knowing that it wasn't going to happen, like, oh, can we walk to the park? And we're like, yeah, we'll go later. But now they know that I'll do it, so they get more involved. And like, come on, mom, remember last time? And they'll remind me about what we did. So yes, definitely, it's helped tremendously with the kids, and being interactive with them, rather than, sitting down and just watching them have fun. I'm interacting and having fun right along with them, and I can see a difference in them as well.
Oh, I love that. So, Cecilia, what has been most helpful from the program that has led to your personal success?
I think the relationship with food has been my biggest success, honestly, because there's so many diets or fad, or like, oh, well, just don't have carbs or don't have fats, and so you don't know what the right thing is, because there's so many different things out there. And then you get to a point where you start eliminating certain foods or items, or don't have sugar, or and then it gets to the point where your body's like, hey, I really want that piece of candy. And that's where you start binging. And for me, I feel like it's okay to have that Hershey kiss, or it's okay, and and you satisfy that craving, instead of holding it in and like, oh man, and every time you pass by it, it's just staring at you like,
Yeah.
hello. So it's that itself has changed tremendously in the way that I eat, or even the groceries that I buy, or understanding, like I said, like, it's okay to have that piece of chocolate or that piece of bread, with your meal. And that has been the biggest thing for me to understand, is food is good. And
Yeah.
everything proportion and portion size is a big deal, and understanding that, because the plates they give you when you go to a restaurant are enormous.
Yeah.
And understanding that is probably like 2 or 3 servings of what they give you. So understanding serving size, and that there's not a specific food that's just terrible for you, has been a great help for me.
Love that. And would you say that you were skeptical of joining the program in the beginning? And like, what made you want to join?
So I was skeptical, only because everything I've tried prior was not working, because it was the, like, eliminate this or take away that. But then, as I thought about it more, and I had spoken to Coach Jen, and we had our discussion at the very beginning, and she explained to me how the body works, and she had the charts, and I really felt like it was something for me, because I didn't want to have that that same mindset of like elimination, but understanding my body. And for me, it was more about the graphs and stuff to understand, because I know that I'm actually a medic in the Army. So like understanding, the science behind it was actually something that pushed me into it, because we know our body works, in a very specific way, and understanding that there's certain things that are not going to be for everyone. And for this program, it fits towards each person, each client. So it wasn't like I'm going to get the same thing that everybody else gets. It's going to be geared towards me. And so that itself was something that got me looking at and saying, you know what, they're going to focus on me and what I need, not just as a whole, everyone should be doing this.
Yeah.
So that was honestly a big seller for me, was that it was going to be geared towards me, not as a whole. Like everybody in this group is going to get this specific calories, specific whatever, based off of what, so based off of everything I did, it was geared towards me. And that was honestly a big seller for me.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. So it's literally something that's built specifically for you, right?
Correct.
Rather than just being thrown like a meal plan and everybody in the group following the same thing.
Yes.
Okay. And then lastly, Cecilia, who would you say that this program's for?
Oh, I think this program, honestly, I think is for anybody who was taught that food is the enemy, because that is a big thing in society. Like don't eat. Everything's like a do not. And food is not the enemy. Food is something that sustains you, that keeps you going. It's your fuel for your activities and everything you're doing throughout the day. So I think anyone who has like a hard relationship with food, which I think is a lot of people, I think this is a very good program to join for that, and to get your mindset changed, and to understand that, a lot of people as well think that, oh my, I need to run to lose weight, and running is like the best thing for you to lose weight. And not everyone likes to run, so understanding that different ways to incorporate strength training, whether it be weights or bands, whatever is, right for that person, it helps as well. And walking, because, running, like I said, is not something that we all do. So I think if it's somebody that has a hard time with food, or relationship with food, and definitely somebody who just thinks, oh man, I got to run 12 miles a week to get this weight off, and just understanding, and someone who's really ready. But I think a lot of us are ready. We just don't have the tools.
Right.
So, I mean, you all, as all the coaches, provide those tools to us and help us understand. So, I mean, this is a great program. I love, I look forward to my check-ins all the time, just to hear, what I'm doing right, things I could work on, everything like that. So I think relationship with food is really a big one for most.
Amazing. Yeah. Love that. Thank you for sharing everything with me today. I can see like how passionate you are about everything you speak about. It really, really shows. So thank you for your time as well, Cecilia, today. It's been great listening to your feedback. So I hope, and as well, I'm really honoured to be part of your journey as well. I love working with you. I love seeing you progress each week. Lastly, just wanted to say again, thank you for your time. Hope you have a good Friday. Have a great weekend. And everybody watching, I forgot to say at the beginning as well, if you are watching this live, please comment in the comments, #LiveSquad, or if you're watching it on the replay, comment #ReplaySquad. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you have a great Friday, a great weekend, and I'll be back next week, hopefully with another client interview. So everybody, have a great weekend. See ya. Bye.
Bye.